Welcome to The Nostalgia Effect, a series where I discuss games from my childhood or yours and see if they hold up to today's standards. Please note that I am looking at these games as if they were released today and judging them upon that, with the exception of flaws that were caused by hardware limitations. Oh man, Super Mario 64. If this game doesn't castrate you with complete and utter nostalgia, then I honestly feel sorry for what does. I chose this game to test my might. Can I really look past my nostalgia and pick out flaws in this game? Well, this is what I could come up with. Story. Oh boy! Oh goodness! I could do It's Super Mario 64! It's fucking 3D! Oh my god, them graphics! Reimagined gameplay! Oh my god, look at them jump! This story is going to be... oh, fuck. I won't judge the game too harshly on a story because Mario has certainly never been about a story-driven game, but come on, really? That dumb blonde whore Peach got kidnapped again? And we thought Taken 2 was ridiculous. This chick makes a day job out of getting kidnapped by a dragon lizard turtle fucking thing. Seriously. Hey Mario, what do you like to do? Shrooms, kill turtles, stomp on bitches, etc. You know, I don't even remember the last time I did any fucking plumbing, like, at all. Ah, interesting. Hey Peach, what are your hobbies? Staging kidnappings to put Mario's life in an infinite loop of destruction, drugs, and murder. And never kissing him. Ah, that explains quite a bit. In all seriousness though, the story could be non-existent and the game would not change in the slightest. I couldn't even imagine a world where Mario's story becomes super serious and shit. I couldn't even imagine a world where a Mario story becomes serious because Nintendo wouldn't do that. Why wouldn't Nintendo do that? Because it's fucking illogical to take a lighthearted, fun, and casual game and try to make it all dark and gritty and have this story full of fucking plot holes. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Sonic Adventure 2. 3 out of 10. There's nothing worth noting here. The story is just there to be there, but this is really not where the game shines. Presentation. Graphically, this game was jaw-dropping in its heyday. However, it's no longer its heyday, and surprisingly, the graphics still hold up, at least from a technical standpoint. There are barely any real noticeable clipping in the graphics, which is pretty fucking amazing. Also, since Nintendo made Super Mario 64 with a very cartoony style, it is extremely easy to accept the graphics for what they are. Even if something looks a little derpy, even if you're one of those new gamers that only want the highest quality graphics, this game style is still very attractive even after all these years. You may be saying, Omega, what about those pointy edges, low textures, etc. Well, refer to the beginning of the video where I said that I wouldn't judge a game based upon its hardware limitations, and for the hardware provided, Super Mario 64 knocks it out of the park. Sure, it doesn't look as good now, and that may turn some people off, which is pretty fucking unfortunate, but emulators are still a really great option for experiencing this game in high graphical quality. Hell, you can even snag it up on the Wii eShop for only 10 bucks. And then there's the sound. Mario is one of, if not the only game where damn near everyone knows the music. Yeah, you know those fucking third world countries with no electricity? Yeah, those motherfuckers are getting crunked to some Super Mario 64 music right now. There is not a single track in this game that does not have an effect on you. The Bowser stages will pump adrenaline through your veins and give you the good old feeling of sweaty palms. Also, the regular stages are just orgasmic. There's happy, energetic music, there's calm, soothing music, and there's intense music. Such a great and diverse soundtrack. If you had a house party, you could just leave this game on standby and everyone will have a Project X type of a good time. 9 out of 10. Some things might look a little derpy, and the very sharp, pointy edges might turn off some gamers, but the flawless music definitely picks up on any slack. Gameplay. This! Mario shines, nay, it exuberates, I don't even think that's a fucking word, when it comes down to gameplay. Before I rant on the gameplay, I just want to say, after all these years, everything still works. Every game mechanic still holds up, the jumping is great, speed is not too slow, not too fast, and all of the power-ups Mario gets throughout the game make the gameplay of Mario 64 really enjoyable no matter how old the game is. This gameplay is timeless. However, nothing is without its faults, and Mario 64 has a couple. One, I really don't like how there are many bugs in the game that make it able to be completed in 20 minutes. To me, a huge part of Mario 64 back in the day was bragging to my friends about stars I had that they didn't. Even playing with friends was still an awesome experience. Figuring out how to get certain stars together was invigorating. However, most people can simply look up glitches and fly by the game. Of course, this wouldn't affect you if you just decided to play the game without glitching it all to hell. However, the glitches can't go unmentioned. I must bring up every flaw that I can think of, and this is a big one. The game design is essentially flawless, but all of the bugs that this game has to offer can break the immersion pretty quickly, especially if you happen upon these glitches by complete accident. For your average person, this really does not matter because any person that wants to play the game and enjoy it for what it is wouldn't exploit the glitches, unless you're an ass-face McBitch tits. And another huge flaw with the game that I just realized upon playing Mario 64 again is the level design. With the nostalgia effect, I try my best to be as factual as possible, but this part right here is going to be my opinion and I have to bring it up. I noticed that I hated the majority of the levels in this game. The underwater level, while having some of the greatest music, I hate. I hate the fire level, the metal level, the boo level, the snow level, the sand level. That one room on the 3rd floor where the water rises and lowers and them spiders shit fucking skid across the water. Yeah, fuck that level too. I can't believe I never noticed how much I didn't like these levels before. I'm sure there are a lot of people that can and probably will find enjoyment in these levels, but shit, I really dislike them. I really don't know what it is about them, but I dread having to play them. It isn't an issue with the game or its mechanics, it's just that I'm not a fan of the level design in this game. However, it must be said that aside from the levels I mentioned, I fucking adore the other levels, my favorite being the Big and Little World. Also, the Bowser stages are some of the most well-designed stages of all time. There's something to be said about a game that, despite its age, still has some of the best game design ever. Nintendo should really be proud of what they managed to accomplish here. 7.5 out of 10. This would have been a 9.5 if not for the levels. I just really can't look past them, but like I said, that's my opinion. Super Mario 64, without a shadow of a doubt, holds up to today's standards. You can play this game right now as you listen to this video, and its immaculate game design and presentation will have you hooked. If you end up loving all or even the majority of the stages of this game, then it will make it onto your favorite games of all time list. I give Super Mario 64 an 8 out of 10.